Yo, what's good, guys? It's Austin here, or Luna. Now, today's story time is a spooky one, okay? It's been a long time since I've told a scarier story time. If you guys like scary stories, leave a like on this video and I will do more of them. But today's scary story time took place when I was 17, okay? So my friend's little cousin needed help selling these cookies for his school or something, and my friend was helping him, and it was really boring, and my friend didn't want to be there because my friend's like 17, 18, and he did not want to spend his day doing some elementary school cookie selling thing with his little cousin. So he calls me up and he's like, yo, me and my cousin are doing this really boring thing. I don't want to be doing it, but he has to do it. Can you come help us? Like, I'm bored. I want someone to hang out with. It's like, yeah, of course. Why not? I've never sold fucking cookies. Let's do it. So me and my friend go out for his little cousin instead of taking his little cousin with us, which we were supposed to do, I'm pretty sure. I literally asked my friend, I'm like, yo, dude, since this is his like school thing, like, isn't he supposed to come with us and do this with us? And he's like, nah, it'll be quicker this way. Trust me. And I was like, okay. So we go out and we start selling these fucking cookies for his little cousin. And the first two houses, we actually sold some. The third house is where this story kind of starts off, okay? We get to the third house. This kid opens the door when we knock on it, maybe like 19, 20-year-old dude, and he's hammered at like 4 o'clock p.m. Like just completely fucked. And he's like, what's up, bros? What you guys doing? And my friend's like, hey, I'm just selling cookies for my little cousin's school thing. If you want to help him out and buy a pack, that would be greatly appreciated. And he's like, fuck yeah, guys, come inside, come inside. So we're like, okay. So we follow him inside his house. He brings us over to the kitchen, and there's like 3 other dudes just hammered. And they're pretty big dudes. I think one of them looked like he was in his like later 20s. One of them looked like our age. But in general, they looked a bit older than us, right? So we sit down at the table, and my friend's like, all right, how many you want to order? And the kid's like, oh, I'll get like 2. And he starts writing down his order details, shit like that. He's got his little clipboard. He's writing it down. And he's like, you guys want a beer? And I was like, nah. He's just like, come on, have a beer, have a beer. I was like, nah, I'm good, man. He's like, come on, have a fucking beer. I was like, all right, fine. Goes over to the fridge, grabs me a beer, grabs him a beer, brings it over. I start sipping on it. I don't like to drink, so I'm like barely sipping this shit, barely touching it. And my friend didn't even open his because he was writing down this dude's order details. And the guys start asking us where we're from, what school we go to, all this shit. And we're answering all their questions. And all of a sudden, my friend's like, all right, like, you got them ordered. Everything's all good. We're going to go to the next house. And the dude's like, nah, like, not so soon. Like, sit down, guys. Chill out. And my friend's like, yo, we only have a couple hours to do this. Like, we really got to get this done. And he stands up to leave, and I stand up, too, to follow him. And this guy goes, both of you sit the fuck down and finish your beers. And I was like, okay. So I sit down, and so does my friend, because this dude was, like, so violent. It wasn't even, like, a joking tone. He was, like, legitimately threatening us. And right when we sat down, he just started smiling and laughing. He's like, fucking awesome. Yeah, see, we're all having fun. I felt like I was in a scary movie where like some psychotic dude captures someone and is telling them to relax and to stop screaming, and then they stop screaming and he's all of a sudden very happy and like having fun, like the other person's enjoying it too, when in reality they're fucking scared shitless. So the best part is his friends didn't say anything about this. They were just like, yeah, guys, come on, sit down. Like, they didn't even think that was fucked up that he threatened us like that, or said in a threatening tone. He didn't directly threaten us. So after like 15 minutes of sitting there, I was like, okay, you know what? Fuck this. I'm escaping this fucking weird shit. So I stand up and I'm like, hey, I gotta go. My mom needs me home. And the kid goes, sit the fuck down. And I was like, dude, I have to go home. Like, what do you mean sit the fuck down? I finished my beer. Like, come on. He's just like, no, we're all having fucking fun. You're not gonna kill the vibe. Sit down. And I was like, are you like threatening me? He's like, I don't want to have to. I was like, okay, can I at least go to the bathroom? And he's like, yeah, it's upstairs. Come right fucking back. And I was like, okay. And then I turned around and I went upstairs. And when I was going up the stairs, I just kept thinking, I was like, what the fuck? This dude like practically kidnapped me and my friend. Like, he's not letting us leave. And like, I'm just so confused right now. Now I know a few of you will comment and be like, Luna, man, why were you being such a pussy? Like, you could have just walked away and not listened to him. Like, why'd you actually listen to him and stay there? Well, first of all, this dude had way more people with him. Like, he completely outnumbered us and could easily beat the fuck out of us. And they all seemed to be on board with us staying and him keeping us there in a threatening tone. And plus, I don't know how crazy this guy was when he gets drunk. Like, I don't know what he'd be willing to do to keep us there. Like, he was already fucking like being super threatening and weird. But don't worry, I had a plan. The minute I asked him to go to the bathroom, I had a plan in the back of my head to get the fuck out of there. So I go into the bathroom, I open the bathroom window, and I crawl out onto the roof. Now keep in mind, I'm on the second floor. Not the smallest drop, but not the biggest. And I look down, and I'm like, okay, I either jump and possibly break my leg, or I stay here and possibly get nothing done or get my face broken if I try and leave by them seeing me. So I'm just going to fucking jump. So I text my friend. I go, yo, dude, ask them to use the bathroom. I left the window open. Get the fuck out of there. And I fucking jumped off the roof. I rolled when I hit the ground. I thought I broke my fucking ankle or my leg, but I didn't. And then like 2 minutes later, I look up and I see my friend crawling out onto the roof, and he goes to jump and he slips and he fucking makes the loudest banging sound on the roof. He then proceeds to roll off of the roof and grab onto the gutter to try and stop himself from rolling and falling, but he ripped the entire gutter off the house and just completely fucked their house up. And I'm like, oh, fuck, we have to run. So we start running. And as I turn around, I see one of the dudes come out. And he's like, what the fuck? And he starts trying to chase us, but we were already so far gone he could not catch up. And he was so drunk, he fell in like a few feet of running. So we just ran back to my friend's house, and we made it safe. But the story doesn't end there, okay? It gets even better, okay? So when we get to my friend's house, my friend had all of that dude's debit card details on the notepad that he was writing on. And my friend took it with him when he rolled off the roof. So after we ran back home, my friend put in an order for 50 boxes of cookies to that dude's house with his debit card. And this is the guy that was like, sit the fuck down, like the really, really scary one that was acting super threatening. And yeah, the dude had to pay for all 50 boxes. And I'm sure they came to his house like a week later, and he had to eat them with all of his friends when they get drunk. Hopefully they were good. Hopefully they were good, man. But that wasn't my doing. That was all my friend's idea, and I didn't say to do it. He was the one that had the idea to do that to him. But nevertheless, it was still funny as fuck. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much the story of the creepy drunk guys that kept me and my friends in their home. If you guys enjoyed this story, please leave a like on the video. I would really appreciate it. Leave your stories in the comments down below. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys all later. Peace.